for this. We've been preparing for this for so long.
So you, bud.
Yeah.
Just in case anyone doesn't know, I'm not a heli guy.
No.
I play with them, but I know very little about them. Over to you, Stephen.
Up next, we have Manuel Medini. He is 23 years old, hailing from Austria. He's been on the team since 2016, flying his Spectrum DX9 Black, which, by the way, the Spectrum DX9 is probably one of the most popular helicopter radios ever produced in the heli industry. So he is going to do some 3D flights. His nickname here is Smackdaini. We call him that because he does some significantly awesome smack 3D flying.
And that's a certain type of flying, right? The smack flying. Yeah. Really aggressive.
Super aggressive. And you'll see, again, mixed, you're talking airshow pilots. You'll see some mixed aerobatics. Here we got an inverted, obviously he's inverted doing some pirouetting maneuvers, but he's going to keep this thing low and down on the deck. And I know as a camera guy, this is probably one of the hardest things to film.
There's the turbine glider later on. I'll go with splitting the difference. They're about the same.
Yeah, I mean, this look at the bones. The coordination that's required to do this kind of stuff. Sideways on that top here. Right? Yeah, I mean, smacking is really anything highly aggressive. It's upwards of 2,200 RPM on that head. I mean, you're talking a 6-foot rotor disc spinning at 2,200 RPM. Listen to it.
That's just the blades about to...
A helicopter is just an aircraft about to explode constantly, right? But it's, yeah, the 3D stuff that he's doing here takes several years to master, and, just an incredible display of just your thumbs to be able to do this. I mean, I know I've flown some helis for a while. A lot of guys know me from the Blade side of the house when I used to work on the Blade team, and I never got to the point where I could fly at this level. And he's been flying for quite many years, but it's incredible what he can do. So this is the Specter 700 from XL Power. If you guys are familiar with XL Power, incredible 3D aircraft. You can see the camera guys are definitely getting... No, I'm never out of control. Just it looks like it. So this aircraft, this helicopter has got a Rage bucket system in there, a Castle 160 HP. And he's running our Spectrum 6350 HD and 6360 heli service, so top of the line Spectrum heli service. Specific, super high speed, highly precise HV, so we can get a ton of power. And as you can imagine, moving the swash plate on a heli to do this kind of stuff, you need serious torque. Just like you need serious torque on a big airplane.
The stability with the flight control system only really possible with the top-end servos, right?
Yeah, you can certainly put less servos in there, but you're going to start to feel a mush in the sticks almost, where the helicopter just isn't as precise and crisp. He's getting down on the deck here. Maybe we'll hear a little blade scrape. And
cameraman. Did you see that? He's
cameraman. Yeah, it's tough, man. I only find there you go.
Green blades.
Great, yeah, green blades. Great to use them as a lawnmower every once in a while. Keep that field nice and trim.
I was asking about the smack flying because it's a descriptive that I didn't fully understand. And I fly a little bit of helis, and I was about to say I do the smack flying, but that's the sound of the helicopter when it hits the ground when I fly.
Yeah, you smack it into the ground once and that's
it. Is thud flying a thing? Can I start that off? Like thud 3D flying?
Yeah, thud flying, I like that.
It's incredible to see. I watched one of our work colleagues, James Haley, I fly with him a bunch, and as you have in the past and still do. And yeah, I've got ultimate respect for the dexterity and the thumbs to make that much movement happen.
So what you just saw there, guys, was a power on, then power off auto rotation. So an inverted power rotation, changing direction of the blades and landing with enough energy not to fall out of the sky.
Auto rotation, no power, right? That's just the energy in the blades. Yeah. One shot deal.
You don't really, with electrics, you can fire them back up, sure. But what you saw there was
that low and inverted.
No, that's true. Not that low and inverted.
That was cool.
They need time. Well, let's give it up for Manuel. That was an amazing flight. Now, helicopters only fly for a few minutes, and with that level of energy, you only get about 3.5, sometimes even 3 minutes on something like that. So here we have some slow motion flybys here, powered by JetCat again. Thank you, JetCat, for sponsoring Air Meet Lockheed 2020.
Talk about energy. That'll be a 12S LiPo of about 5,000 milliamp.
Correct. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, 12S LiPo, 12S 5,000. For a lot of guys, you'll have either a stick pack, which is one big long battery with made up of multiple cells, or two 6S 5,000s together in series. So they're wired up like that. But typically, to get all the power out of a stick pack with bullet connectors on there
and they're burning that in 3 minutes.
3 minutes. You're talking energy to pull that much current and milliamp out of that battery. Incredible stuff. And I just got back from IRCHA last week, and this stuff is, obviously the main reason for IRCHA.
Yeah.
So it never gets old. A lot of fun, and